Hey everyone, are you ready to join Judy in an outrageous adventure? Watch how she brings Daniel to the Channing's recording studio. Judy looked at Channing with hope, wishing he would recognize Daniel as the missing son. But no matter how Judy hinted, Channing was as indifferent as a rock. When the kids left, Judy confronted him about his lack of concern for Tom's disappearance. He thought Judy was in denial, knowing full well that his son was now a soaked pancake in the lake, yet she just wouldn't accept it, making her storm off. But to her surprise, she bumped into Mark waiting, who invited Judy an unexpected travel buddy. Judy happily agreed. After all, who wouldn't want to reunite with his son? Mark reminded her to text him the address later for pickup. Then at night, surprisingly, Daniel wanted to know more about his mother from Mark. Mark dodged the question, but Daniel's curiosity had him pushing for answers again, leading a fuming Mark to send him to bed, while Daniel sneakily slipped out of the room. Suddenly, he spotted a message from Judy on his dad's phone, then excitedly searched for Judy's name online. To his shock, he stumbled upon news from 10 years ago about Judy's missing son, and the kid in the photo looked just like him. Daniel had a light bulb moment, realizing he could be Judy's long-lost son, and followed the address on his phone to find. He begged Judy to let him stay for a night, only to be interrupted by a knock at the door. Daniel hid quickly, and to his horror, it was the sheriff regretfully announced they were halting the investigation into Tom's disappearance. While up above, Daniel accidentally wandered into Tom's room. The room was untouched like a time capsule of Tom's life. Daniel looked around, a million questions swelling in his mind as Judy finally knocked. Daniel stood staring blankly at Judy, while Judy could hardly contain her excitement and bounced around like a kid on Christmas morning, thrilled. Finally, her persistence paid off. But just to be safe, she decided to pull a DNA test using her son's old flip-flop. Daniel couldn't believe his dad would pull such a stunt, while Judy reassured him to patiently wait for the DNA results. The kid began to wonder what life would be like if he really was Judy's son, and she promised she'd take him away from all this. But here's the catch: Daniel didn't have a passport. Judy quickly grabbed her camera, took a pic, and found out Mark wouldn't notice Daniel until dawn. Next, Judy raced to find the mob boss who helped her before shelling out $3,000 for a passport she could get by tomorrow. Meanwhile, a guilt-ridden Mark entered his son's room only to find it empty. Talk about a failed adventure. But he quickly noticed his phone displayed the Tom disappearance case his son had been browsing, tension rising. Mark frowned, thinking his son had gone to find his mother. Judy got home to find him missing. Instead, she found a note from Daniel on the table, stating he needed to say goodbye to his dad before leaving. Judy walked out of the school, heartbroken, having just managed to reunite with her son, only to find him vanished into thin air. Who would have thought Mark was waiting for her at the school gate? Mark said Daniel had waited ages at the destination. Judy accepted without much thought. As Mark drove further and further away, they finally stopped in front of an abandoned house, and Judy suddenly realized something was. Judy finally sensed the danger and quickly called her brother, but all she heard was a crackling line. Mark walked over and mentioned casually about the weak signal here, which only increased Judy's anxiety even more. In frustration, Judy hung up. Once steady, Mark dropped the act, accusing Judy of using tricks to make Daniel think she was his mother. Judy found it too absurd and decided to leave, but Mark claimed he had locked the door, leading to a heated debate about their son. Mark angrily questioned Judy about not accepting his son's departure, while Judy kept her cool. Amid their argument, Judy seized the opportunity and snatched Mark's keys, pulling a clever move. She also took Mark's car, and when she reached his house, she found her son happily watching TV on the couch. What a relief for Judy. But just as she was about to take her son away, Daniel spotted his dad's car outside, and his composure completely disappeared. After Judy's patient explanation, stubborn Daniel agreed to get in, and they found the mobsters. They got the fake passports and pawned Dad's car, but Judy ended up in jail because they were fake. Meanwhile, her high-powered lawyer brother Jason quickly caught wind of her troubles, warning her that child kidnapping and fake passports were serious offenses. Mom insisted Jason, as the older brother, should rush to save her family love at its finest. Jason hesitated for a moment, and then their mother dropped a very thought-provoking line in front of the family. Behind Tom's disappearance lay a bigger secret. Soon, Judy was taken to the police, pouring out her heart hoping they'd find her son. Especially since her brother, who is a lawyer, rushed there hastily to visit her. He vowed with great conviction that he would absolutely rescue her. Is this what is termed in legal circles as a lawyer's redemption? Then Jason pulled out his phone and made a mysterious call. Something big was definitely brewing. Meanwhile, at the station, Mark was having a headache since he was labeled a kidnapper, and he couldn't see his son until the DNA results came back. Soon after, the police found Judy to inform her that the DNA results were in, showing a 99% match between Mark and Daniel. This meant Daniel truly was Tom, her son. Judy finally breathed a sigh of relief. However, Mark got sent straight to jail as a kidnapper, while Daniel happily rejoined Judy's family. Strangely, the family didn't show much enthusiasm. Even Daniel's biological father just offered a bland smile. At the party, Daniel binge-eated at the buffet, while Judy held him back, afraid head overlord. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.